And if you're with the breath, just allow it to become softer and slower if you can. Just noticing where you're holding on to tension today. Might be in the head, face, shoulders, tummy, or anywhere else. See if you can just soften and allow some of that to pass away with your exhalation. We're just going to allow the awareness to untangle from where it feels like it's located. So wherever we feel like that sense of I is, or me, just allow it to untangle. Remember, you can't untangle it. Just allow it to let go. And shift it to the sensation of your right ear. So we're just doing a shift slightly to the side of the head. So there's not many sensations in your ear, but there's sort of like a feeling of the space inside the ear or around it. Notice if you are looking over to the ear internally, as if there's a me observing the ear. If you feel that's the case, just see if you can allow that awareness to untangle, just relaxing it, and see if it can feel as if it's drifted over to that right side. Tiny little movement, now awareness or the sense of I has just shifted over to your right side, your right ear. Directly aware of the feeling of space around the ear. And inside the ear itself. Aware of any sounds that come and go. And aware of the hearing of the sounds. So first, it might be noticing the sounds, the objects. And rather than them being experiences that we look out to, allow the awareness to inhabit the sound itself. Then almost as if working backwards, see the hearing Or notice hearing as something distinctly different from the sound. So we are aware of the act of hearing, if you like. And then we might take one final step and notice the awareness of these experiences itself. The awareness just rests for a moment in awareness, or there is awareness of the existence of awareness. We know it exists. Or awareness knows that it exists. Now shift that over to the other ear quite quickly. Notice the feeling of the awareness moving from one side of the head to the other. It's like a feeling inside the head as it shifts. You can even switch it backwards and forwards a couple of times from one ear to the other. Notice a very subtle feeling of awareness relocating from one ear to the other ear. And for the rest of this practice, you can stay with both ears or just one or the other, whatever works better for you. But just let awareness notice the faintest sounds. It might be a hum from some fridge or heating. Might be traffic outside. Or maybe the sound of your own breath. But allowing the awareness to be free, open, not hooked inside the head. Notice that similar feeling as the awareness shifts to locate within the sound. Or if you prefer, the sound within awareness, whatever works for you. then adding to that the loudest sounds. That might be the sound of my voice, or it might even be the same sound that was previously perceived as the faintest. It might now be the loudest. Again, being clearly aware of sound, clearly aware of hearing as a separate thing, and clearly aware of the awareness itself. Now dropping back into more subtle experience. Notice not the sounds, but the silence. There is silence between sounds. And sounds appear to emerge from it. And there is silence behind the sounds, even when they are present. Maybe the silence isn't as quiet as you imagined. Where do you feel as if awareness is located when you're aware of silence? Keep searching for that location. The thinking mind has no idea what to do or where to go. So the awareness itself, it may feel as if it's everywhere and nowhere. It doesn't feel the need to be located anywhere specifically. Just spacious and open. Because that same silence between sounds is exactly the same silence between and behind thinking. Now just become aware of your breath again. All of a sudden, it appears back in existence. You have completely vanished. Be aware of it moving. Slowly bringing life and sensation back to your physical body. Beautiful, clear awareness of that. Noticing the ground underneath you, the space around you, any parts of your body in contact with other parts. The awareness might shift back into the head, or it might be happy to just have moments of staying open and clear. And that's just how it goes when we finish the practice. We generally shift back and forwards. Maybe bring in some gentle movement back to your physical body. Just wiggling the fingers and toes. Take a stretch if you need to. Rub your hands together or rub your face, whatever works for you. No need to rush. Enjoy that reconnection. Whenever you feel ready, just let the eyes slowly open. Remembering it can take some time. If you're feeling a little bit dreamy, always have a nice cup of tea. Maybe a biscuit. Always a biscuit. Who am I kidding?